Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Vintage Story, guys. And we are in version 1.19.1, released today, 24th of January 2024. So if you are watching this series around this time, yes, this is the latest update. Nothing very special about the update, just fixing a lot of issues. But this is what playing this type of early access games brings. So with that said, let's jump into it. Okay, so we are back, and if you remember on the last episode, we left it down here, just about to survive the first night. And as you can see, well, yeah, it's a bit night time in there, but we wait a bit in a minute and then we can actually go out. Let me see if we can actually go sleep. No, we already slept on the last episode, so it's nothing that we can do to that effect. Something that I want to show you very quickly is that in the last fix a remapping has been done. So as you see now, it's a bit of more arid areas, and we are going to have to move and see what happened. One thing to say at this point, guys, is that usually, at least on my own experience, the second day is going to be much harder than the first one, because during the first night you're actually able to search for food as you are trying to figure out where you are going to base your campment. So now that we have made a base, well, now we only have 2 or 3 places where we can actually gather some food. So it's going to be really important that the second day you focus on gathering resources. That's going to be, at this point, at least in this episode, it's going to be food, it's going to be clay, we are going to get some more grass and sticks, and probably we are going to chop some logs, because if everything goes well in this episode, guys, what we are going to do is start getting into pottery. And that's very important, because regardless of the amount of food that you get or not, it's important that we create some crucibles, maybe, to actually conserve the food for a bit longer. So that said, I think it's time to go and do some searching for food and all that good stuff. So let's do that and see how this goes, guys. Something else that we need to find, of course, is going to be clay. And clay is a very difficult thing to find. In actual fact, it's very difficult to see on the map. And how you can actually identify where clay is because the maps will show a bit of a washed-out area, and which is very difficult to find. Something like this washed-out area here, maybe that will be clay, or maybe even this one. And that's the way we are going to do it. But nevertheless, oh man, daytime, second day, I think it's time to get cracking, guys, and see what we can find. So let's see if we can actually find some food. Maybe we need to expand the horizons. In the meantime, please like, comment, and subscribe if you could, because, you should do, guys, because I'm trying really hard to bring you all these new games very similar to Minecraft, and this one certainly is one of those. So let's see if we can actually find what we need to find. Something else worth to mention at this point is, look at this cranberry bush will ripen in 8 game days. That is huge. So food is going to be very scarce, and you really have to manage your food very carefully, because you're not getting anything of this bush for 8 days. That is really important that you keep that in consideration as well, guys, because if you run out of food, well, bad things are going to happen, guys, as you can see. So we need to get cracking. This one is going to be 8 days, as you can see. Oh, that's exactly the same one, but you can see that's going to be 7 days. So it's very difficult to actually get food. Look, this cranberry bush, 36 days. Oh my god. So let's see what else we can find. Let's go see if we can find that clay. It's going to be absolutely critical at this point that we try to get that clay to make some pottery, and to actually conserve the food for a bit longer if we can. In the meantime, of course, we are carry on trying to gather some more food. It's going to be really important. We have limestone in here, by the way, and we will need that at some point. So there you have it. See if we can actually get what we need to, because it's going to be difficult enough to find clay in this place. And of course, if we still see flint and all that good stuff, still we are going to gather that, because we really are going to need it. Okay, guys, I think I found some clay. That type of block there with that bluish and orange across, I think it's going to be clay, and we need to mark this in the map. Yeah, as you can see, it's blue clay. That's good enough. I think that you can have a red clay as well, or golden clay, one of those, and it's going to be quite useful to have it. So let's get on with this very quickly and gather as much as we can to start doing the pottery. So we are going to make some kilns, pit kilns today, hopefully, and we are going to start making, as I said, some pottery, which is going to be super important. So keeping an eye on all the tools as well, your hanger, all the good stuff. Well, yeah, that is what we are going to have to do. Another tip that I want to share with you guys, that one of you actually left a comment on the latest video that I did about this game, is that if you press Shift H, you will automatically see what the block is about. So you are going to have to obviously be facing the block that you want the information from. So let's say you want grass, you go Shift H, and there you have it. It gives you the information that you need. So that's a really good tip. Thank you very much for sharing that. That's really well appreciated. And if you have any of you, please share it so we can actually make this community a bit stronger to play this amazing, beautiful game. Okay guys, so as you can see, we are going to need another shovel, so remember to use your flint, and as you can see, we are going to make this very quickly. So let's get on with that, make a new shovel that we are going to need, and I'll show you as well how to make some of the things in the pottery with the clay, which is going to be very interesting in this, guys. That is going to be pretty cool. Okay, so we have the shovel head. We are going to need some sticks, and we are going to get another shovel. Simple as that. So that's something that we are going to need. Plenty of grass, plenty of sticks as well, because we need to make the kiln pits. That's going to be really important that we do that. And definitely we are going to need some more flint as well. Flint is going to be so important to carry on doing the jobs that we need to do, guys. Something else I want to do at this point, and you should do as well, certainly, is marking where the clay is. This is going to be critical as well. So right click and give it a color, and I'm going to go for blue, for example, and that's going to be clay. Indeed it is. So let's save it there. Now we know that we have some clay in this area here. Super important that you do that, guys, because these maps are huge and you will get lost and you don't remember then where the clay is. Okay, I think that we have plenty for a second. The good thing is that this is very close to home anyway, so that's something that we are going to do as well. So the next thing that we are going to do, of course, we are going to get plenty of straw that we really are going to need a lot of these things, guys. So let's gather some of those very quickly as well, and hopefully we can start doing the pits very soon and start making all that good pottery that we need, guys, just to start advancing on the game. And definitely the next step will be the bronze era, because that is where we're heading, guys, on the bronze era. Okay guys, once again we are going to need now a knife, which we are already broken, of course, if I can actually find it. Oh, there you have it. And we are going to do exactly the same process that we did on episode 1. And I absolutely love this mechanic. It's just so realistic. It makes you feel part of it. So cool. And, you know, leave me a comment below. What do you think, guys, about the game overall? I think it's just so cool. It really is. They just make the so beautiful that, you know, it's just so interesting to do it. Okay, so we have... what do we have? I'm doing the wrong thing, am I? Yeah, I'm doing the right thing. There you have it. We have here the knife, as you can see. We are going to need the sticks. Let me grab my axe down here, because we are going to need some firewood at some point as well. Although we have plenty of logs as well. Well, oh no, this is soil actually. So we have only 2 logs. All right, so that's something that we need to do as well. Let's carry on getting some more of this grass, because we are going to need plenty of that. We have 64. I think that's going to be enough. So to recap, we need the grass. We need the sticks as well. Now, sticks are going to be a bit easier to gather, and we can actually do them by simply taking all these leaves out, as you can see. That's not going to be a big issue. So let's do that. Gather as many as we can for this thing, because on the... we have flint. Yeah, I need that one as well. Then something else that you can't forget is the flint, guys. So important that you do that, because we are going to need it constantly until obviously we upgrade a bit more. I want to check very quickly home in terms of where we are, and yeah, home is right here, so we are very, very close. So very, very good area to do what we need to do in here. Let's see if we can actually grab more sticks, and of course you can get the sticks as well, either by finding them on the ground, or you can actually chop trees down, which give you some of them as well. Okay guys, so as you can see, we have a spawner in there, so very important that you don't get too close to that. I would suggest, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but don't get too close, because it's not going to be fun. And of course, as you can see, we carry on getting some of flint, which we are going to need big time. And I think that we are in a very good shape. We have a bit of food as well, which is not too bad at the moment. And that's what we need to look for that at this point. I think that not much that we can do, but just to gather some food, gather the sticks that we need, and hopefully we can start making that pottery very quickly. So the intention now is to, by the way, all these animals, we can actually farm them eventually. So stay put for that, guys, because yeah, we are going to make a farm. We are going to make all that really cool stuff. And yeah, they're quite interesting animals, that is for sure. So let's grab all these flints that definitely, as I said, you are going to need. I haven't seen much food, to be honest, at this point. And I am heading right to get some logs. That's going to be important that we do that as well. Because as I said, the thing that I want, obviously, is going to be creating that... Oh, what's this, by the way? Oh, we have sandstone gravel. We need that at some point as well. And one thing that you can do is, as you go and find different materials, just put them on your map, guys. That is the best tip that I can give you by far. So let's get some trees down, shall we? Okay, guys, so we are here. We can actually start getting some logs, but we are going to need is firewood. So that's going to be really important that we gather these logs. But something else I want to mention is that we have a bear around here. Now, in this game, at this stage in the game, it's really important that you don't face these wild animals, because it's a good chance, guys, that you are going to die very, very quickly. And these guys, no joke, they will kill you very, very quickly. So let's be cautious about it. Let's bring this maple log down so we can make some more firewood to make the pits. That is the idea and the objective in this episode, if we can actually manage to get the axe going, because as you can see, not too sure about it, guys, because okay, so as you can see, we got some logs and the axe is gone, so we are going to have to make some more of these things. So we have flint, and remember, with the flint selected, shift right click, and then we are going to select the axe, if I can remember. There you have it. And we are going to cut it once again very quickly so we can move on with the episode. But just to give you an insight how this works, which I think is fantastic method and mechanics on how this thing works. It's absolutely love it. Okay, so we have the axe in there. We need some sticks in there. We have a new axe. Okay, guys, so with the axe selected, let's carry on trying to get this log down. That, as I said, is going to be the objective today, because we are going to need a lot of firewood, and as you can see, getting some logs in here and some sticks as well, which is pretty cool. So with that in mind, I think that we are pretty much ready to go back at home. Let's go this direction, because the minimap says the home is there, as you can see, and that is because we pinned, if you remember on the last episode, the icon has been pinned. So when you run into playing the game in-game, you will see the minimap showing where to go. And you can do that with any type of marker that you put on. Oh man, okay, let's go back home and start making this pit. Okay guys, so we are back at home. Let's go make a shovel, because that's going to be a really important one that we do as well. And that is because we are going to have to excavate into the wall ahead of me. So, and that is because we are going to make the pills now, and that's going to be really important, guys. You just can't stress how important this is going to be. But let me show you the way I do it. We have another shovel in there, by the way, so you have it. Now we have two. Simple as that. And let me grab that shovel very quickly. So how is this going to work? Well, I'm going to ensure that we have enough space here to make the pit kilns. That is what I was trying to say earlier on. And we are going to grab all these medium fertile soil, which is very much needed. And I'm going to get rid of all this excess of things in here. You can see as well that my hotbar it's already telling me that we don't have enough food, or we are very, very hungry, and it's starting to, yeah, as you can see, it's starting to not look that great. So keep an eye on that as well, because you can actually die very quickly if you are not careful. And we haven't found much food around here, so at some point we are going to have to just do that. Maybe I do that off camera, guys, so you don't get so bored. But now that we are pretty much sorted with that, let's carry on excavating a bit more, and I'll show you in a minute why I'm trying to do that. And let me get that bit of the flint as well in there. All right, we have plenty of soil in here, so let me work in this very quickly, and I'm going to show you the way I do it. It may not be the best idea, but it is what it is. Let me take those down quickly as well. Okay, guys, so with that in mind, let me make a couple of holes in here. So I'm going to leave one space in between them. This is going to be the pits. I'm going to make a total of maybe 6. That could do it for a minute, I think. We are having, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something else that I want to do at this point is to create a bit of a roof. And that is because the weather here will actually make the fire go off. So if you intend to leave a torch outside your house, for example, well, think about it twice, because usually what's going to happen is that if it rains, well, the fire on your torch is definitely going to go. So there you have it. Let me try to go up here as well, and to create a bit of a roof. As you can see, you only need to cover the hole underneath. You don't have to cover the whole thing, but to give you an idea, the way I do it, that is exactly it. And I think that that's going to be good enough for a minute. And we have the 6th one in here as well. So let me do that. As night comes, as you can see, night is starting to come in. So we are going to have to hurry up a bit. And maybe we can actually finish this thing in the morning. On night 3, that would be great to finish that. But you can see this is how our pit kiln are looking. And we are going to make a nice amount of fire and putting all those nice things that we need to put in here. So that is what's going to happen. But I think it's time to go in, guys, because things are not looking great. Let me clean up this thing before going in. So we are safe in terms of knowing where we're doing and where we're going and all that good stuff, guys. But oh my god, guys, this is I mean, the game is very, very slow. You have to be very, very patient with it, and certainly you need to take one thing at a time. This is a game where you cannot really rush, because the mechanics of it force you to go very, very slowly. Something else I want to do at this point is throw away all these things that definitely I do not want at this point. Maybe at some stage we will. But let's go in very quickly and start working on the pottery. So let's shut the door. As you see, my torches are starting to dim a bit. So I wonder how long they're going to last. But never mind. Let's keep an eye on the weather outside if the night comes in and all that good stuff. And let's work on the pottery, I think. Okay, so the next thing is with your clay selected, we are going to do exactly the same thing that we did with the flint. That is shift, right click, and then we can actually select, look the amount of things that we can actually make in here. This is going to be raw clay, obviously, and then we are going to cook them on the pit, and then we are going to have the actual pot. As you can see, it says raw. I'm going to make one of these crucibles, and this is quite interesting mechanics. So you will see that you have 2 areas in here, the green one and this yellow one. So with the green one, you need to right click. Okay, so right click is to fill in, and the left one is to take away. All right, right click, fill in, and the left one is to take away. Something else that you can do is press F once, and then you can select, for example, if we select that square, and now you right click, you can see that you can actually fill this much quicker indeed. And that's a really good thing that they put in here, which I absolutely love. So let me do that very quickly, and then we can actually select back again this thing, and then we are going to just select this very quickly, and then we are going to make one of these crucibles to ensure that we have food eventually, and we can actually conserve it. So the same thing, I'm going to select that one very quickly, and it really doesn't matter if you go out of it, because obviously you can actually refill that one. So let's do this one very quickly. Oh man, really interesting mechanics, I thought. So what I'm going to ask you to do, if you don't mind, is to please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know any tips that you may know, and the idea here is that hopefully we can actually build a nice little community to play and share different things within the game. That will be super great, because this game, I think, guys, deserves a good opportunity, and it's just a beautiful game. So that said, see, we can actually carry on doing this thing, and some of them will take you some time, that's for sure. Some of these things require you to get going for some time, so be patient, because it doesn't happen that quickly. But one thing that I do, and I think this is a good tip, maybe build this at nighttime. As long as you have food, basically you don't have much to do at nighttime than to go asleep, which you can do that, of course, if you want to. But as far as I can see, night can be very boring, especially because you don't sleep the whole night through either. So you could actually take the time to do these things. So I will show you how to do the pitch in a minute, or at the daytime. And yeah, it can be a bit finicky if you want. It just can be a bit tiring after a little while, but I think it's worth it. And with this building in particular, yeah, I mean, goes up for, I mean, it's huge, this thing, so you are going to have to do this for quite a while, I am afraid. But if you like the game, it's just so worth it. And of course, you can actually select different types of, as you can see, you can actually do a 3x3. I'm doing a 2x2, that's what I like to do. And mostly I work on that. But if you want a 3x3 to go a bit quicker, well, you may want to use that one as well. Okay, guys, so as you can see, we are getting now to the very end now of this building. Oh, we have monsters outside as well, and I think that we are going to have to, yeah, you have to be careful here, because these guys, yeah, we need to block them. As you can see, you need to block them quickly. Oh my god, oh my god. Well, I need to get rid of you somehow, so I think I'm going to use my axe quickly, hopefully. No, do it, don't kill me. Okay, so we killed this one, a bit of action for the episode, but just so important, guys, the night time you close this thing. And this is what happened. You will hear on the background. Oh my god, this is actually terrifying, these things are, really are. So back to the building again, if I can actually do it. Oh, it's there, right there. Okay, so let's go back to it very quickly. And let me select, if I can. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. All right, let's do this, shall we, very quickly. All right, so F, we are going to select this one. And look at that noise as well, guys. Oh my god. So there you have it. Now we have 4 raw crucibles, which we are going to need definitely. Let's go sleep and see what happens in the morning. Okay, guys, so we are awake, as you can see. And the only way that you can identify if you have mobs outside waiting for you is by the sound of it. So as you can hear in the background, I'm sure you can hear that growling and that moaning, and that means that they are ready there. So once the day comes up, they will be gone. But in the meantime, well, as I said, nothing else that you can do. We are slept. They are still out there. Breaking through will mean that they're going to come through as well. So I would advise you at this point is simply just wait until the sounds goes away, and then I think that you will be safer just to break and have a quick look and see where you stand. Oh man, let me grab this grass growing inside here as well. That's another thing that I love in this game. That once you are inside the little house, things are still happening in the ambient. Now the sound is gone, as you can see. Maybe it's a good opportunity to have a peek and see if these guys are gone. Daytime has come, as you can see. So are we safe to go? Well, sometimes they take some time to disappear, so be aware of that. Just have a quick peek. Sometimes they will linger around for a bit longer, but as you can see, everyone is gone. Oh wow, yeah, it is what it is, but that's exactly what happens with these things. So what we do with the kill and all that, let me clean up this so you guys can see how this works very quickly. So now we have the pit made. Now what we can do obviously is to start building up what's going to be the cooking area, if you like, because all these things that we just made are raw. So shift and right click, and we can actually place this going to be the balls in there. And I'm going to get the crucibles. By the way, you can only put 4 of these little items in this block, and the bigger, well, get used to it. It's like this. We have 4 of those, as you can see. It will be 4 of those as well. Some others, one you only can have 1 or 2 depending on the size, obviously. But as you can see, that's the way it's going to work. So the next thing, we are going to get the straw. We are going to shift and right click, and as you can see, it's filling up. And we are going to do the same one for this one, as you can see, very nice. And the next thing that we are going to do is to place some sticks as well, if I can find them. Now, there you have it. We have plenty of them as well, so shift. Okay, guys, so the next step is going to fill this up with sticks. As you can see, just right click until you can't anymore. And in addition to that, we are going to need firewood. So you keep clicking until obviously you don't have any more left. So let's go make some of this firewood with all the logs that we have. As you can see, we are going to need about 12 for these 2 pits only. Because off camera, I will fill the rest of them, so you don't have to be bored to looking into this. So there you have it. That is the way that we do the pits. Now we have a couple of things. Something that I will suggest you do as well. We have a couple of bowls. We have a couple of crucibles. I'm going to make as well, not that we have time to do that, although we are running out of time in terms of food. So I think the priority at this point should be gathering some food. So that's what we are going to do, see if I can get some berries going on. And I'll be with you in just a second. Okay, guys, so we are back. We managed to find a bit of food after about half an hour looking, but nevertheless, we are back. And now I think what I want to make as well is going to be a couple of molds. That is going to be really important to start building our tools as well. That is going to happen maybe on the next episode, if not the next one. And one thing that I want to make is a raw ingot mold. That is what I want to achieve in this one as well. So let me do this quickly if we can't. And this is going to be important because at some point we are going to have to start melting metals and all this good stuff. So we are going to use these ingot molds to ensure that we have everything that we need to create different types of tools, especially on the bronze era, which I am really looking forward to start creating pickaxes and shovels and all that. I think that will be maybe on the next episode if we have time, or perhaps on the following one if I can actually manage to get good food or resources of food and all the good stuff. But you can see we have that one done, so let's break it quickly. Let me place these 2 on the oh my god, I keep doing this. Let me place this very quickly on the pit, and we're going to have 2 of those. So let's switch this one for this one, and I'll show you now how to do rest of the things that we need to do. So there you have it. We have 2 of those as well. And what else we are going to do? Well, I think at this point we could make a pickaxe mold. That would be great. So again, shift right click and let's go find a pickaxe mold. That want to be an interesting one. Pickaxe mold, that's going to be the one. And this one can take a bit more of time, that is for sure. But nevertheless, let's give it a good go. Let's do it. But there you have it. That is a pickaxe mold as well sorted. Thank you very much. Let's grab that one very quickly and let's put them somewhere here. That would be great. And which one else? Shall we make an axe and an anvil? That would be great because we have plenty of clay. Oh, no, that, obviously, no that. We have plenty of clay as well, so we can do that at this point. So we are going to make an axe one as well. Let's select the bigger tooling here. And what I'm going to do, I think, and I'll finish this one, the anvil maybe off camera, is to place this. Well, let's do the anvil very quickly. I know this is dragging on and on and on, but let's do it because why not? That's what I'm saying. Clay it is, anvil is in there. Let's select the bigger tooling here to do this as quick as we can, really. Okay, guys, so as you can see, it's starting to get a bit more of shape, as you can see, and definitely starting to look like an anvil, I think. And, it takes some time, so you're going to have to be patient, as I said earlier on. It's actually not that quick to do all these things. And if I can actually sort myself out, it's because I keep throwing this thing away. I keep pressing the wrong keys. So there you have it. Let me just complete this one very quickly. I think this is going to be the last layer, if I remember correctly. And incredible little game for sure. So, we have another one to go. Okay, well, let's do that quickly. Well, there you have it. We have now the anvil completed as well. So let's put that to cook very quickly. We have an anvil in here. Now we have everything sorted as well, as you can see. And let me place it very quickly in there as well. And there you have it. Next thing, of course, is going to be the straw is going to be first. So shift right click and start filling it up until it can't anymore. And we're going to do that with all of them. So that's what you need to do. Okay, so once this is done, the next thing that we need to do is to put the sticks in all of them as well, as you saw earlier on. Let me place that one, and that one. Oh, we run out of sticks in this one. But one thing that we can do, so I can show you how this thing works, is to complete the rest of them. So this one, it was already pretty much sorted. And so is this one. Let me check that one quickly. And as you can see, we have that full as well. And we are one short in here. So what do you do next? Well, we are going to get the fire starter. And we are going to shift, right click. And as you can see, this little tremor on the screen. And that smoke coming out. And that's how we are going to get this pit kiln going, guys. And you can see the fire starting to come out. Oh, man, it's so pretty. It really is. Okay, but there you have it. That is how it goes, guys. Oh man, interesting to say the least. Look at this. Now we have fire in there. Let's do the same one with this one. And the thing is, the process is very, very slow. So it's very important that you do this early time in the game if you want to achieve some cooking in terms of the pots that you're going to need for survival. That's going to be really, really important as well. So that one is on as well, as you can see. And that's pretty much it, guys, for this episode. I think we done a bit of cooking. I will finish off this off camera. Next episode, we can actually see how that happened, how it looks. We will carry on seeking for food. Maybe we can start farming a bit. A lot of things coming up, guys. So there you have it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next daily upload, guys. Until then, take great care.